Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of vitality, your body feeling light, your mind sharp, and your heart full of energy. Now picture yourself living to 100, not just existing, but truly living, experiencing every day to its fullest, free from aches, pains, and the slow decline that so many of us expect as we age. What if I told you this isn't some distant fantasy, but a reality that can be yours with just a few small changes? And what if these changes don't involve cutting-edge medicine or expensive supplements, but instead, the simple food you eat every single day? Today, I'm going to share the story of a man who lived well into his hundreds and whose secret wasn't anything out of the ordinary, just a handful of foods that he ate every day. This is the story of the world's oldest doctor, a man who unlocked the secret to living a long, healthy life. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might find yourself rethinking what you put on your plate. Dr. John, the world's oldest practicing doctor, had seen it all. He had witnessed the rise and fall of countless health trends, from miracle pills to extreme diets, each promising eternal youth or endless energy. But after over a century of practicing medicine and treating thousands of patients, Dr. John came to a stark conclusion. Longevity wasn't about chasing the latest health craze. It was about living with intention, making simple, sustainable choices every single day. As a young man, Dr. John was driven by ambition. He wanted to help people, to find cures for illnesses that plague society. But as he aged, he began to see the truth. Health wasn't just about curing diseases. It was about preventing them in the first place. Dr. John lived through 2 world wars, watched technology evolve, and saw countless health fads come and go. But what truly fascinated him was how certain individuals, especially in places like the Mediterranean and Japan, seemed to live longer, healthier lives than most. What did they do differently? Dr. John started paying attention to their diets. He saw the patterns. People who lived the longest, who aged gracefully, shared one key thing. They ate simple, whole foods. These weren't fancy superfoods that required trips to specialty stores. They were the foods that were available to anyone, anywhere. Foods that were nourishing not just to the body, but to the soul. He began to research, experiment, and finally narrowed it down to 7 foods that he truly believed were the key to his long life and health. For decades, he lived by these principles, and he shared them with everyone he could. The first food on his list might be the most surprising: olive oil. Now, many people think of olive oil as just something to drizzle on a salad, but Dr. John knew it was far more than that. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin olive oil, was packed with antioxidants, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory properties. The kind of fats found in olive oil are the good kind, the ones that reduce the risk of heart disease, improve cognitive function, and keep inflammation at bay. For Dr. John, olive oil was a staple in nearly every meal. He would cook with it, drizzle it on vegetables, and even take a spoonful before bed. It became part of his daily routine, a simple but powerful weapon in his fight against aging. The second food that Dr. John ate every day was nuts: almonds, walnuts, cashews, and pistachios. He believed that these small, crunchy treats were one of the most underrated foods for longevity. Packed with healthy fats, protein, fiber, and antioxidants, nuts are a powerhouse of nutrition. Studies have shown that people who eat a handful of nuts each day tend to live longer and have a lower risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. Dr. John was adamant about including a variety of nuts in his diet. He believed they were the perfect snack: simple, quick, and satisfying. Whether he was at his clinic or at home, nuts were always within arm's reach. Next, Dr. John swore by berries, particularly blueberries. He called them nature's brain food. Blueberries, he explained, were packed with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which have been shown to improve brain function and combat cognitive decline. As we age, maintaining brain health is just as important as taking care of our bodies. Dr. John would add blueberries to his morning smoothies, sprinkle them on oatmeal, or eat them fresh as a snack. The benefits of these small blue fruits were undeniable, and Dr. John had seen the difference they made not only in his own life, but in the lives of his patients. Leafy greens were another essential part of Dr. John's diet. Spinach, kale, and Swiss chard were among his favorites. He knew that leafy greens were among the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These greens were not only great for maintaining a healthy weight, but they were also vital for detoxifying the body, fighting inflammation, and improving heart health. Dr. John made sure that his meals were always rich in greens, whether in salads, smoothies, or lightly sautéed as a side dish. Leafy greens were a constant in his life. The fifth food on Dr. John's list was fatty fish: salmon, mackerel, sardines. These fish were rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for their ability to reduce inflammation, improve heart health, and boost brain function. Dr. John ate fish at least 3 times a week, sometimes more. He preferred wild-caught fish, but any type of fatty fish was beneficial. Omega-3s are often referred to as essential fats because our bodies can't produce them on their own. Getting a good dose through food, particularly fatty fish, is one of the best ways to keep your heart and brain healthy as you age. Fermented foods were another key component of Dr. John's diet. He understood the importance of gut health, and he knew that a healthy gut microbiome was crucial for overall health. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi are rich in probiotics, which help to maintain a balanced gut flora. A balanced gut is essential for digestion, immune function, and even mental health. Dr. John had a small serving of fermented food every day, whether it was yogurt with honey in the morning or a side of kimchi with dinner. He believed that a healthy gut was the foundation of a healthy life, and he saw the positive effects it had on his own body. Lastly, Dr. John's daily treat was dark chocolate. But not just any chocolate. He swore by chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content. Dark chocolate is loaded with antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which have been shown to improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, and enhance brain function. Dr. John believed in indulging every now and then, but always in moderation. A small piece of dark chocolate after dinner was a ritual for him. It wasn't just for pleasure, it was for health. Over the years, research has shown that people who consume small amounts of dark chocolate regularly tend to have a lower risk of heart disease and are more likely to maintain cognitive function as they age. Dr. John's approach to longevity wasn't just about eating the right foods. It was about living with purpose, maintaining an active lifestyle, and staying mentally sharp. He often said that the secret to a long life wasn't found in a bottle of pills or a miracle diet. It was found in the simplicity of nature. By eating these 7 foods every day, he didn't just extend his life. He made every day worth living. He also believed in balance, finding joy in life, nurturing relationships, and staying curious. He didn't just eat for health, he lived for it. Dr. John would often remind his patients, longevity isn't about waiting for the years to pass. It's about making every year, every day, count. Eat well, live well, and make your body your greatest ally. As we wrap up today's story, I hope you'll take a moment to think about what's on your plate. Are you nourishing your body in the way it deserves? It doesn't take a complete overhaul of your lifestyle. By simply adding these 7 foods to your daily routine, you might find that the life you've always dreamed of, full of health, vitality, and longevity, is closer than you think. And just like Dr. John, you too can enjoy the beauty of aging gracefully, living with purpose, and embracing every moment. It's not about how many years you have, it's about how well you live those years. So what are you waiting for? Start eating your way to 100 today.